Next level.
Hey guys, what's going on? Jeff the Maintenance Man here. And today I want to talk to you about what you can expect being a maintenance guy. If you're just getting into the field, whatever it could be. Well, I don't know. Today I'm here in our storage room, one of our storage rooms. We have a shed and we have the shop. And we're going to talk about what it takes to, what you can expect being a maintenance guy. And kind of what it takes too, a little bit. Knowledge is power at this point. I can tell you that. So, the first thing I want to talk to you about is know-how. Know-how, you have to know how to do things. You have to have good common sense. And since you're going to be dealing with people on a daily basis, you need to have good people skills. I might lack a little bit in explaining how things are done and stuff like that. I don't really plan my videos. So it's kind of hard for me to explain how I did that or something. But to interact with people, a must. You have to be able to be friendly, and doesn't matter, you're jumping up and down, Marge's toilet is screwed up or whatever, don't get pissed. You have to just be relaxed. Leads me to the next point. The next point is stay calm. You will be called multiple times for multiple things. I will be called probably in this video. I swear this thing is on. See? You will be called radio via phone, radio, or whatever your community uses. You will be called to do certain things. You'll probably have this puppy right here halfway down the hallway and you're going to get called. And you still have to install the dang thing. And by the time you're done installing it, you've already gained 4 calls. At least that's what happens here. Anyway, because if you work at an old folks home, I hate to call it that, but a retirement community, they are more needier than people that are in apartment complexes. So we have to cater to them almost every single time. So, speaking of catering to them every single time, we offer these are all TV boxes that mount to the wall. So we offer them TVs. We don't have any remotes because every time they move out, they take the remotes. So I wonder who's buying that. There's 140 cable boxes, but so we cater to these people more than your average person that would be in an apartment complex. And you have to understand, Jeff, why do y'all have so much stuff? Why are y'all replacing so many bifold doors? Why are y'all doing that? Well, the reason is scooters don't stop when they hit these doors. They go through them, they crack them in half. So again, there's these little twerks that you have to understand that you're going to be doing if you work at a retirement community. That scooters are going to hit these. They have those sharp wheels and square tubing. It goes right through these. These are just cardboard. I can punch that harder and it'll go right through it. That's another thing you have to look out for. A lot of other things, these people sometimes can be on the snobby side. I don't want you to fix it. I want a new one. That's why we have so much new crap around here. So we don't fix it. There's no point. You're going to want a new one. The other thing you're going to encounter when dealing with elderly people is the fact that they need assistance on a daily basis. Toilets are not the same. These are just standard toilets. But when Miss Smith, Miss Marge, we can call her anybody, needs a toilet installed, she means to not just take the toilet and install it, put the tank on it, kind of means that she wants her handlebars installed on these toilets. So the handlebars are coming out about this far. And when you sit on a toilet like this and you got handlebars and you get up and you have too much pressure on this side, what's going to happen, guys? Well, that's going to happen. Oops. So, you put the handlebars on there, they got extra leverage. You're going to snap the flange. This is just plastic. So, we've moved to taking a plastic flange now, and we put a metal around it. It's a metal guard that goes all the way around, and then there's tabs on the side that have the screws that come out, and we drill them into the concrete. So there's a lot of extra things. You can't just install a flange and say, okay, or a zip it flange, what I call it. Then, once you're done with all this, you know, you have your other things to do. So next is, don't forget about your filtration. We have 395 air conditionings on this property, and we have a crap load of, this is just a fraction of it. This is just the overspillage from the other storage rooms that we have, and we have 3 in each wing that can hold all of this that's in this room, and all of this is in each room. So, because we have multiple air filters. So, this is our storage room, by the way. So there you go. We got the shitty ones, we got the good ones. Look at this, we even got MERV 10s. So, but if you're gonna be using like MERV 10s in a place like this, and you have 300 something things, I'd say MERV 2s, MERV 1s, or these fiberglass spun ones right here. Probably the best. That's all you need. That's all you need. You don't need all this crap. Marge got asthma. Well, you buy your filter. Dang it. The air conditioning is not there to filter the air. It's there to keep the air cool. Alright, so in here we have a whole bunch of overspillage is what I call it. When we do turns, we get excessive wall plates, wall covers, and all sorts of stuff. Just all sorts of stuff. Light switch covers, light switches, just, it's spillage is what I call it. Old ass flapper valves. We're now got the Kohler thing. That's a very popular video. Maybe somebody will watch this video all the way through, but there's that whole cylinder right there. There's a whole cylinder mechanism right there. Got another one in this box. And by the way, let's see if we can get a part number off of this. Maybe that's the part number right there. Blah, 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 blah. Well, Traco, back in the day we used Traco, but maybe that's the part number, I don't know. But maybe y'all got that or not, I don't know. But anyway, this is overspillage, and that is pretty much it. Oh, so you don't have a microwave when you move in. We'll take care of you. Yep, got a couple of those. 3, 6, 7, 8. We ordered them a dozen at a time, and we're down to 8, so. Guys, Jeff the Maintenance Man, thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Now stay safe.